Welcome in, Yellow Jacket fans, to a new edition of Tech Talks presented by EGP Document Solutions. Thrilled to be joined this week by your middle blocker for Georgia Tech volleyball, Liv Mogridge. Liv, welcome to Tech Talks. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Hey, always great to start 1-0 in the ACC. Georgia Tech went up to Clemson, took care of the Tigers in 4 sets, and now back at home this Sunday at O'Keefe Gymnasium versus North Carolina State. And Liv, I know the goal of any non-conference schedule is to prepare your team for those rigors of conference play. So from when you had your first match of the season in August to now, where do you think your team has made the most strides to get you guys ready for the grind of ACC play?
Yeah, I think the intensity of our preseason and our non-conference play was really, really helpful in just preparing for what we're going to see in conference. And being on the road, as much of a challenge as that was, it was so helpful in learning how to play in different environments and being ready for things to not be easy and the environment to be a hassle, and just being ready for anything that could possibly be thrown at us. I feel like our coaches have made us very aware of any uncomfortable situation we could put ourselves in or get or find our way into, so that we can be ready to go into these games that are not going to be easy.
You guys were preseason number 20, which is no slouch, but yet you go out and non-conference play first 2 weeks of the season, you notched 3 wins over teams that were ranked 12th and higher. Did you guys almost have the sense when you got that preseason ranking, maybe they're sleeping on us a little bit?
I mean, I never want to say that. I feel like rankings are so shifty in preseason. But that was definitely our coming out and winning like that is a testament to our coaches, to the culture that our team has created, and just a love for playing together that we have found. And I could not be happier to be playing and winning with this group of people. So
This is your second go-round in the ACC, though it's your first at Georgia Tech. You were freshman All-ACC a season ago at North Carolina, having gone through that grind of ACC play once before. From a mental standpoint, Liv, how much more prepared do you feel now for the onset of ACC play?
it's definitely a lot easier coming in with a year under my belt. It's a little, as a freshman, it's just so daunting because you're still kind of looking at it as like you've looked up to these people your whole life. Like you've watched them play, you've grown up with them, and now you're playing them. And it's almost a little bit like you're a little starstruck. At least in my case, I was a little starstruck. But I feel very confident in the people that I'm around and the people that I get to play with. And um, I feel like we just have to take it one game at a time. We can't overlook anybody. We can't move forward until we beat the person in our path.
As a middle blocker, what is it like for you looking on one side and you see Tamara Otene, and on the other side you see Bianca Bertolino, and then there's Larissa Mendez, who's had a really strong start to her freshman season. You got weapons, it seems, all around you.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's so nice to be able to look at my pin blockers and just feel like we got this, like we can do this. Our block is going to be really good and really heavy. So it's a very I can trust them, and that's such a great feeling to have.
At North Carolina last year, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys did or did not play at O'Keefe Gymnasium?
We did not. So this was my first time in O'Keefe this year.
And it's one thing to hear about it. It's another thing to experience it all together. And even better when you can experience it as a Yellow Jacket. Last week was your first exposure to how notoriously noisy O'Keefe Gymnasium can be. What was that like for you?
Absolutely. It was absolutely wild. It was so much fun. Like again, like as you said, I've heard about it from so many different people, but you really don't get it until you're in the middle of it and playing. And I just kind of took a second to take it in and just be present in the fact that I'm here. And this is such an amazing culture and environment to be around. And I just can't say enough about this program and these people. It's such a blessing for me.
Well, we look forward to those decibels rising again on Sunday back home as you take on North Carolina State in the ACC home opener following your 4-set win at Clemson on Wednesday. Your number 13 Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Make sure you see them this fall at O'Keefe Gymnasium. Liv Mogridge, thanks so much for joining us here for another edition of Tech Talks presented by EGP Document Solutions.